since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On 1st down, it's Conner. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Now Mahomes.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yard.
And right away, he lost. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run it here with the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
We've been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. That was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
Now it's countered. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Mahomes now to throw.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the AFC in possession of the football to start quarter number 2. This is Gordon. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for the NFC back out there. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Patrick Mahomes and the AFC ready to go on. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Now here's Mahomes.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's counter.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He may try, and this results in 6. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend everything. And this guy finds a way to make a play on you. Can you tell? That just agitates me a little bit as a former defender.
I know your hands are shaking. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between
that 0 off the board.
Ready. Yellow lady. Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Breeze. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, NFC. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. They start with a give to counter. Fights free yet again. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Ertz over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, Breeze. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
It's caught. Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Julio Jones. 28 yards. And the NFC able to draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. PAT up and good by Rosas. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To say that, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off and make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Myers connects on the PAT. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Here's Brees to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to...
Now Brees wants the football. And an alley to run.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Shrugs off another. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Landry. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Powers through again, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 20, 10, touchdown! Zach Ertz, 78 yards. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes, rolling to his right. It got his man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gausens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This complete to Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play that time for the NFC, 42 yards. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that drive, 4 plays. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. 50 seconds. Here we go.
Breeze now on first down. Complete to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. You see the AFC defense heading back out there. They haven't had their A-game, but I guess because of their offense, they haven't really needed their A-game, Charles.
No, they have not. They've done what they've had to do today, which is protect a pretty big lead. But it hasn't been the best day in terms of stuffing people and really shutting down an offense. Maybe one last possession, they can actually get that accomplished.
It's been fun for you and I to watch this shootout, though.
It's almost like someone fired a starter's pistol, and they've been going ever since.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Breeze now on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. To Barkley on the check down. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Breeze to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Geno Atkins got home that time. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played.